Alright, looks like we're live. Hello, everybody. Or a couple people. um, let's see, I don't have a game today. I do have some decisions to make, though. I've been sort of looking at what's happening in the minors here. And Aaron Judge, he's playing a little bit better recently. Some home runs, 2 for 3 the other night. I could bring him up to the majors, maybe play Brinson in center field. John Gray's start went really well. 8 innings pitched, no earned runs, 12 strikeouts. So we might give him one more start down there and bring him back up. Or, I guess it depends on the state of the rotation up at the big league level. It looks like everybody's doing well in the rotation, so I don't know who I would take out of it to get Gray back into the rotation. But I did. I'm going to make a move with Brinson. I've been having him bat cleanup, and although he's got the slugging percentage to bat cleanup. He's got one of the better on-base percentages on the team. Actually, I think he might have the best on-base percentage of any of the regulars. Yeah, Goodell's is better, but he only has a small number of at-bats. So Brinson's the one that's getting on base. He can slug. He's being very productive. And he started out, I think, at 30 or 35 in right field. And he's worked his way up to an above-average right fielder now. He's playing really well out there. So we're going to have him lead off now. We're going to shift the lineup a little bit. Oscar Hernandez, although he's not hitting as well as he was, he's still been a pretty good RBI guy. We'll get him batting cleanup. And we'll see how this plays out if, we increase our offense any. And if the offense stays anemic, Almora at the moment is slumping pretty badly. I might give him a day off today. That might be what I'll do. So we'll play the game today. We'll give Almora a day off. Maybe that'll help him out a little bit. We'll play Brinson in center. And we'll drop Tyler Goodell in right field and give him some playing time. I did. Yandy Diaz has not been playing too well lately either. Let's see. It's a right-handed pitcher. I think I might get Jurickson Profar some playing time at second base as well. So we'll get a few people some playing time that don't normally get to play. Alright, let's see how Brinson does leading off. This is a really beautiful ballpark. Very difficult to hit home runs in. It's hard to believe that Barry Bonds hit all those home runs here. Yeah, we'll challenge Aoki's arm. Oh, looks like he got him. Well, I don't seem to be able to make very good use of Lewis Brinson's speed. I get him caught stealing. I get him thrown out at third base. What's the saying? You never want to make the first or last out at third base. And I just broke that rule. But we've got the meat of the order up, so hopefully, and Candelario's still out there at second base, so hopefully we can get him around. Yelich with a soft liner to left field. Gomes pulls it in. Two outs for Oscar Hernandez. Weak ground ball to second base. They make the routine play to first, and the side is retired. All right. We'll put a weak shift on for Kevin Pillar. Clevenger gets set. Rocks and fires. Ground ball to Andrelton Simmons at short. Makes the routine play to first. Weak shift for the right-handed batting Johnny Gomes. Clevenger comes to the plate. Soft liner to left field. Falls in there for a base hit. Gomes is on first. Donaldson comes to the plate, batting .325 on the season. The infield sets itself at double play depth. Throw over to first. Gomes isn't napping. Clevenger checks the runner, holds him, comes to the plate, and strikes out Donaldson. Jerko stands in. Gomes still first base. 2 down in the inning. Clevenger makes the move to first. Gomes is back. Clevenger checks the runner, comes to the plate. Jerko with a hard smash to third base. Candelario throws over to first. Jerko's retired. And the Giants go down in the first inning. Gonzalez stands in. He's hitting .238 on the season. He takes a walk. Runner at first for Jurickson Profar. Hitting an anemic .196 on the season. But he has been playing a little bit better recently. Weak ground ball to short. He legs it out to first. And there's no double play. Gonzalez was retired at second base. Profar at first for Tyler Goodell. 1 down. Goodell stands in. Ground ball to second base. And they're able to turn to shortstop. Ground ball to shortstop, and they're able to turn a double play. Pujols stands in. The infield shifts hard for Pujols, the pull hitter. Clevenger comes to the plate. Pujols grounds it to the second baseman on the left side of the second base. Profar goes to first and retires Pujols. Infield shifts weakly for Diaz. Clevenger rocks and fires. Diaz takes ball 4. Runner at first for Nori Aoki. 1 down. Clevenger makes a move to first. And Diaz is back. The infield sets itself at double play depth. Clevenger checks the runner, comes home to Aoki. Weak grounder back to the pitcher. He goes to second. Simmons goes to first, but he can't complete the double play. Aoki is at first. 2 down in the inning. Martin Maldonado at the plate. Infield shifts weakly for Maldonado. Clevenger checks the runner. Aoki at first.
Strike 3, you're out.
Comes home and strikes out Maldonado to end the inning. Clevenger stands in. 0 for the season. Grounds weakly to shortstop and is retired. Andrelton Simmons stands in. .237 on the season. Line drive to left center field. Falls in front of the center fielder. Andrelton Simmons legs it into second base with a double. Simmons at second base. Brinson stands in. 275 average, 375 on base percentage. Having a good season for a rookie. Grounder down to first, and it looks like Pujols booted it. Brinson's going to be safe at first on the play. Simmons moves on to third base. First and third for Candelario. Candelario stands in at 299 on the season with a 342 on base percentage. He's driven in 17 runs and won the Rookie of the Month last month. He's been slumping badly lately, but he makes decent contact out to left field. Is that deep enough? Yes! Simmons scores from third base. Candelario with a sacrifice fly. 2 down. Brinson at first. Yelich at the plate. Brinson's been thrown out 6 times this year trying to steal. But the manager's stupid and he's going to press his luck and try to steal one more time. Hey, Brinson's 4 for 10 now. Alright, runner in scoring position for Christian Yelich. He's down a strike. Let's see if he can bring him around. Weak ground ball to third base. Donaldson charges it and makes the routine play to first. That ends the inning. But the Reds score a run. They're now up 1-0. Infield shifts weakly for the right-handed batting pitcher, Alec Escher. Clevenger comes to the plate. Strike 3. Another weak shift for Kevin Pillar, hitting 242 on the season.
Strike 3.
Clevenger strikes out Pillar. His 4th K on the day. Pitch to Johnny Gomes. He takes ball 4. That's Clevenger's 2nd walk on the day. Puts a runner on for the dangerous Josh Donaldson. Infield shifts weakly for Donaldson. Clevenger rocks and fires to the plate. Hard smash to center field, but Brinson's there. Barely has to move to make the catch. That retires the side. Oscar Hernandez at the plate. Looping liner to left field. It drops in for a base hit. Gomes gets the ball back in the infield. Hernandez at first. Adrian Gonzalez at the plate. Gonzalez with a hard smash to right field. It gets into the corner. He's easily into second base. Hernandez stops at third. Runners at second and third for Jurickson Profar. Profar stands in at 193. Only 1 RBI on the season. Has a chance to double his RBI production with a base hit here. Triple his. And he does. He smashes it into the corner. He's got a stand-up double. 2-run score on the play. And he's tripled his RBI production on the season. He now has 3 RBIs. Profar stands in at second base. Tyler Goodell at the plate. Goodell is hitting .313 on the season, but in limited playing time. Delivery to Goodell. And Goodell's probably showing a little bit of rust. He hasn't been getting the playing time. Strikes out. 1 down in the inning. Clevenger stands in. Bunts on the first base side. Makes a successful sacrifice. Jurickson Profar moves on to third base. 2 down in the inning. Andrelton Simmons at the plate. It's a wild one, and Profar is able to come home from third base. The bunt from Clevenger paid off. Simmons stands in, 1-0 count, and after that wild pitch, I think I'm going to let Simmons take one. And it's a strike at the knees. Alright. We'll let Simmons swing away now. Weak ground ball to third base. Donaldson makes the routine play to first, and that retires the side. With the Reds score 3 runs, we're now up 4-0 after 3.5. Jerko stands in. The infield shifts weakly. Clevenger rocks and fires to the plate. It's a fly ball to right field. Goodell settles underneath it and retires Jerko. Hard shift for the right-handed batting Albert Pujols. Clevenger comes to the plate. Hard smash to the right side. Pujols smartly takes it the other way where the fielders aren't. He's on with a single. Diaz stands in. Clevenger with the move to first. Pujols is back safely. 1 down in the inning. The infield plays at double play depth. Clevenger checks the runner and comes to the plate. It's a line drive to center field. Brinson moves in, snags the ball. 2 down. Two down for Aoki. Clevenger checks the runner at first. Aoki with a weak ground ball to second base. Jurickson Profar makes the routine play to first and retires the side. Brinson stands in, 0 for 1 today, and strikes out. Candelario stands in, 1 for 1 on the day with an RBI. Weak ground ball back to the pitcher. Asher makes the routine play to first base and retires Candelario. Yelich, 0 for 2 on the day. Asher strikes him out and ends the inning. Infield shifts weakly for the catcher, Martin Maldonado. Clevenger rocks and fires. It's a line drive to center field. Brinson moves in and makes the catch. Makes the sliding catch. They're pinch hitting for Asher, the left-hand batter, Matt Joyce. The infield shifts hard for Joyce. Clevenger rocks and fires to the plate. Ground ball to the shortstop. Simmons makes the routine play to first to retire Joyce. Weak shift for Pilar. Clevenger rocks and fires to the plate. Routine ground ball to Gonzalez. Clevenger covers and retires Pilar. Oscar Hernandez stands in, 1 for 2 on the day. And draws a walk. Adrian Gonzalez, 1 for 1 on the day, with the runner Hernandez at first base. Hard contact through the right side. Gonzalez has a single. Hernandez makes his way to third base. Runners at first and third with nobody out for Jurickson Profar. Profar 1 for 2 on the day with 2 RBIs. And that's a wild pitch. Hernandez tries to score and gets in safely. The Reds are now up 5-0. Profar with a 1-ball, no strike count. Adrian Gonzalez out at second base. Pitcher comes to the plate. Routine ground ball to first base. And Profar is retired. Adrian Gonzalez moves up to third base on the play. 1 down, Tyler Goodell at the plate.
Strike 3.
And Goodell goes down on strikes. Clevenger's at 63 pitches, so they're going to let him hit with Gonzalez at third base. He makes contact trying to help his own cause. But Gomes makes the play in left field and retires the side. Infield shifts weekly for Johnny Gomes. Clevenger rocks and fires to the plate. That's ball 4 to Gomes. Nobody out. Josh Donaldson at the plate. Gomes on first. The infield's going to play at double play depth. Clevenger moves to first. Gomes is back safely. Clevenger checks the runner, goes home to Donaldson. Ground ball to third base. Candelario throws to Profar at second base, who makes the turn to first. Double play. Jerko comes up with 2 outs. He's a normal hitter. The infield shifts weakly for him. Clevenger comes to the plate
Strike 3. You're out.
and strikes out Jerko to end the inning. After 6, it's 5-0 Reds. Andrelton Simmons stands in, 1 for 2 on the day. Browning comes to the plate. It's a hard liner to left field, but Gomes barely has to move to make the catch. Brinson stands in, 0 for 2 on the day. Weak grounder to second base, and Jerko makes the routine play to first to retire Brinson. 2 down for Candelario,
Strike 3. You're out.
and Browning strikes him out.
Second inning stretch time. We invite you to join in singing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game."
Infield shifts for the pool hitting Albert Pujols. Clevenger rocks and fires to the plate. Pujols with a line drive to left field. Yelich moves in and makes the catch. Pujols is retired. Infield puts a weak shift on for Diaz. Clevenger comes to the plate.
Strike 3.
Strike 3. Clevenger's only given up 2 hits in 6 2/3 innings. Third baseman creeps in to guard for the bunt from Nori Aoki. Clevenger comes to the plate. Hard shot down the third base line. Candelario reacts. Great play by Candelario. Yelich stands in. Nobody out. Weak ground ball to third base. But Donaldson had to range real far for it. He has to sit on it. It's an infield hit for Christian Yelich. Oscar Hernandez with Yelich the runner at first. And it's a wild one. Yelich makes his way to second base. Nobody out. Yelich at second base for Oscar Hernandez. Hernandez with a hard smash to second base. Jerko makes the play to first. Yelich moves on to third base. 1 down. Adrian Gonzalez up. Yelich in scoring position. Oh, Gonzalez down on strikes with Yelich sitting out there at third base. Profar stands in, 1 for 3 on the day, 2 RBIs. He just got his 3rd RBI of the day on a hard smash to left field. 6-0. 3 RBIs on the day for Jurickson Profar. Tyler Goodell stands in. 0 for 3 on the day. Runner Profar at first. Weak ground ball to second base. And that retires the side. Clevenger's only got 84 pitches on the day. I don't know if we could coax a complete game out of him, but we're going to do our best to try. Infield shifts weakly for the catcher, Martin Maldonado. Clevenger rocks and fires. Routine ground ball to Andrelton Simmons at short. And he makes the play to first base. Infield play straight up for the spray hitter, Gabby Sanchez. Clevenger rocks and fires. Hard smash to left field corner. Yelich gets the ball back in, but not before Sanchez has a stand-up double. Sanchez out at second base. Not taking any chances. They're getting a reliever up in the bullpen. Felipe Rivero and Jonathan Holder start throwing in the bullpen. Infield puts a weak shift on for Kevin Pillar. Clevenger ignores the runner at second base. Pillar pops up to right field. Goodell moves under it, makes the catch. It's 2 down. Sanchez still out at second base. Infield shifts weakly for Johnny Gomes. Clevenger rocks and fires to the plate. It's a line shot to right center field. Base hit for Gomes. They're playing station to station. Runners at first and third. 2 down for Josh Donaldson. This might be Clevenger's last batter. There's a weak shift on for Donaldson. Clevenger comes to the plate. Donaldson with a hard smash up the middle, but Profar dives for the ball, makes the catch, and that retires the side. Clevenger with at 101 pitches. We'll probably get a relief pitcher up to pitch the ninth. We'll go ahead and pinch hit for him. He's had a good day. There's no sense sending him back out there to get beat up in the ninth inning. We'll have Kendrys Morales pinch hit. Alvarez comes to the plate. And Morales works a walk. Andrelton Simmons at the plate. Kendrys Morales, the runner at first base. Line drive to short. Caught. 1 down in the inning. Lewis Brinson at the plate. 0 for 3 on the day. Hard smash to first base. Caught. And Pujols manages to double up Morales. Strayed just a little bit too far off the bag. 3 down in the inning. And that retires the side. We go to the bottom of the ninth with Cincinnati up 6-0. Bobby Wahl comes in. He's pitched lights out this year. He's got a 1.42 ERA with 17 strikeouts and 12.2 innings pitched. The infield shifts weakly for Jed Jerko. Wahl rocks and fires to the plate. Hard smash to second base, but Profar grabs it. Infield puts on a hard shift for the pull-hitting Albert Pujols. Wahl comes to the plate. Weak smash to shortstop. Simmons makes the routine play to first base. Gonzalez puts it away. Infield shifts weakly for Diaz. Wall comes to the plate. Hard smash to right field. Goodell's over in the corner, and he catches it on the warning track. Cincinnati pitching combines for a shutout. Wonderful pitching performance by Clevenger. Bobby Wall comes in to clean up the 9th inning, and they tag team for a shutout. This is interesting. I don't even know who Seth Simmons is. Let's see. Disable list. I don't see. He's not here. Alright. I'm going to check and see how Aaron Judge is doing in the minor leagues. He's 0 for his last 7. Has drawn a couple walks. I might end up having to trade him. Outfield's kind of full right now, and I do have other prospects in the minors. He might need a change of scenery. He'll probably go someplace else and win an MVP award. Alright. Right-hand pitcher Tanner Rourke. Jurickson Profar had a really nice day, so I think I'm going to continue to play him. Goodell wasn't so hot, so we'll let Almora play. Let's see. We'll swap positions with Profar and Almora. And other than that, play the same lineup we had yesterday. Alright, Lewis Brinson stands in, batting .264 on the year with 4 home runs and 14 RBIs. Ha! Well, that's one way to get on base. Brinson out at first base. He's been caught stealing 6 times. But I think I'm going to take a chance. Okay, 1 ball, no strike count. I'm going to try it again to steal second base. And Brinson's in there safely. Runner at second base for Candelario, who's hitting .295 on the season with 5 home runs and 18 RBIs. It's a fly ball out to left field that Aoki handles easily. Runner still at second base with 1 out now for Christian Yelich. Yelich stands in, hits a hard shot down the right field line. Brinson is able to score from second base, but Yelich is held to a single. Yelich at first base with Oscar Hernandez at the plate. Yelich is going to take his chances at stealing second base. Oh, and they catch him. 2 down in the inning. Base is empty for Oscar Hernandez. Hernandez with a weak ground ball to third base. Donaldson makes the routine play to first, and that retires the side. Infield puts a weak shift on for the right-handed batter Kevin Pillar. Michael Fulmer comes to the plate. Pillar bunts. And he manages to beat it out. Runner first. Normal hitting Nori Aoki up. Infield moves to double play depth. Fulmer makes a move to first base to try to pick off Pilar. But there's no dice. Fulmer checks the runner. Pilar comes home to Aoki. Line drive out to right field. Brinson moves over to make the catch. Pilar still at first base. One down for Josh Donaldson. Infield moves to double play depth. Fulmer moves to first. Pilar's back. Fulmer checks the runner. Roczen fires home. Donaldson hits it a mile out to the warning track where Yelich makes the catch. 2 down in the inning. It just ended up being a loud out. Infield shifts weakly for the right-handed batter Jerko. Fulmer checks the runner Pilar at first. Comes home to the plate. Jerko hits a fly ball to center field. Almora gets on his horse and makes the catch. Gonzalez stands in, batting .250 on the season with 6 home runs and 19 RBIs. Fly ball deep to left. But Aoki pulls it in on the track. Almora stands in at .250 on the season and quickly sits back down. Rourke struck him out. Profar stands in. .217 on the season, but on a hot streak lately. Weak ground ball to short. Diaz makes the routine play to first, and that retires the side. Infield shifts weakly for the right-handed batting Diaz. Fulmer rocks and fires to the plate. Strike 3, Diaz sits down. They put a hard shift on for the right-handed batting Steve Pearce. Fulmer comes to the plate.
Strike 3.
Strikes out Pearce. That's 2 down. They play the right-handed batting Gabby Sanchez straight up. Fulmer comes to the plate. Hard hit ball to left field. Yelich tracks it down on the track, just short of the wall. This is a hard place to hit home runs in. I think the dimensions of the ballpark might be saving a few of these. Fulmer stands in. He's 2 for 14 on the season with a home run and 2 RBIs. Weak ground ball to second base. They make the routine play, and Fulmer is retired. Simmons stands in, hitting .238 on the season with 3 home runs and 10 RBIs. Hard shot to short. Diaz catches it on the line, and Simmons is retired. Brinson stands in, 0 for 0 on a day, 1 hit by pitch. Hits a fly ball out to left field. Aoki makes the routine grab, and Brinson's retired. And down go the Reds in the 3rd inning. Infield with a weak shift for the right-handed hitting catcher Austin Barnes. Fulmer rocks and fires to the plate. Ground ball to short. Simmons makes the routine play to first. Barnes is retired. Infield shifts weakly for the pitcher Tanner Rourke. Fulmer comes to the plate. Hard shot to third base. Candelario makes a throw to first to retire Rourke. Infield shifts weakly for Kevin Pilar. Fulmer comes to the plate. Ground ball to third base. Candelario makes the routine play to first, and the side is retired. Candelario stands in. 0 for 1 on the day, 293 on the season. It's a routine ground ball to second base and is retired. Yelich with a hard smash to first. Gabby Sanchez scoops it up, takes it himself. Yelich is retired. Oscar Hernandez works a walk. Adrian Gonzalez stands in with 2 outs, runner at first base. Works a walk of his own. Runners at first and second for the slumping Albert Almora. Almora, a weak grounder back to the pitcher. Rourke makes the routine play to first, and the side is retired. Third baseman sneaks in to guard against the bunt with Nori Aoki. Fulmer comes to the plate. Hard smash past the first baseman Gonzalez into right field. Base hit for Nori Aoki. Josh Donaldson stands in. Nobody out. Aoki at first. Infield moves to double play depth. Fulmer throws to first to try to catch Aoki napping. Fulmer checks the runner, comes to the plate. Donaldson with the weak fly ball to left field. Yelich pulls it in. Aoki has to stay at first. Infield moves to double play depth. Throw to first to check Aoki. Fulmer checks the runner, comes to the plate. Jerko grounds at the short. Simmons to Profar to Gonzalez. It's a twin killing, and that ends the inning. Profar stands in, 0 for 1 today. Grounds weakly to second base. And Jerko makes the routine play to first to retire him. Fulmer strikes out. Andrelton Simmons stands in, 0 for 1 on the day. Oh, that's a hard smash to left field corner. He's hustling to second base, and he's in there with a double. Brinson stands in, runner at second base, 2 down. Hard smash to second, but Jerko makes the throw to first and retires Brinson, and that ends the inning. Diaz stands in. The infield shifts weakly. Fulmer rocks and fires to the plate. Hard smash to right field. Brinson is able to pull it in, though. Infield shifts hard for the pull hitter Steve Pearce. Fulmer rocks and fires the plate, and he hit Pearce. Pearce takes his base. He doesn't look too happy. Infield plays at double play depth. Fulmer throws to first to check Pearce. Checks the runner, comes to the plate. Weakly popped out to right field. Brinson pulls it in. And Pearce has to stay at first base. Infield shifts weakly for Austin Barnes. Fulmer checks the runner, comes home. Popped up to left field. Yelich ranges over and makes the catch. It's a 1-0 game so far. Fulmer only has 57 pitches through 5 innings. Candelario stands in, 0 for 2 on the day. Pops it out to left field. But Aoki's there to pull it in. Yelich is 1 for 2 with the lone RBI on the day. Hits it through the right side of the infield. Out to right field for a base hit. It's a low-scoring day. I think I'm going to chance stealing a base here. Hernandez is down 1 strike. I'm going to go ahead and let him hit. Looping liner left field. Aoki is there to pull it in, though. Yelich still at first base. Adrian Gonzalez stands in. He's 0 for 1 on the day with a walk. 0-1's the count to Adrian Gonzalez.
Strike 3, you're out.
And he's cut down by Dario Alvarez. Infield shifts weekly for Johnny Gomes. Fulmer comes to the plate. Oh, it's ball 4 to Johnny Gomes. Hopefully Fulmer's not losing his touch. Let's see. We'll get Cody Glover up in the bullpen. Play a double play depth. Throw over to see if we can catch Johnny Gomes napping. Fulmer checks the runner, comes to the plate. Pilar with a ground ball through the right side of the infield. Johnny Gomes makes his way to third. Runners at first and third with nobody out. Infield plays at double play depth. Fulmer throws to first. Isn't able to catch Pilar off the base. Fulmer checks the runner, comes home to Nori Aoki. Aoki pops it up to right field. Is that deep enough to score? Gomes from third? Apparently not. He stays there. Runners at first and third. 1 out. For Josh Donaldson. The ever dangerous Josh Donaldson. Infield moves to double play depth. Fulmer throws over to first to try to catch Pilar napping. Checks the runners, comes home to the plate. Donaldson with the ground ball to second base. Profar turns to Simmons. Simmons to first. Twin killing. And they get out of the jam. Reds are still up 1-0 through 6. Almora stands in, 0 for 2 on the day. Wraps the ball through the right side of the infield for a base hit. Runner at first for Jurickson Profar. With the pitcher coming up behind him, I'm going to hit and run with Profar. Almora in motion on the play. And he manages to steal a base in spite of the strike, or in spite of the botched hit and run. Fulmer at the plate with 1 down. Almora at second. Fulmer lays down the bunt. Their only play is to first base. Almora's at third. For Andrelton Simmons. Now Almora Almora can score on a pass ball, wild pitch. We'll see. Simmons stands in. He's 1 for 2 on the day. Hits it hard to left field, but Nori Aoki is there to catch it. Reds have a runner in scoring position, but can't cash in. Infield shifts weekly for Jed Jerko. Michael Fulmer comes to the plate. Weekly hit to first base. Gonzalez takes it himself and retires Jerko. Diaz stands in. Infield shifts weekly. Michael Fulmer rocks and fires to the plate. Strikeout. Only Fulmer's 3rd strikeout of the day. He doesn't have his strikeout stuff, but he's been able to get out of jams. Infield with the hard shift for the pull-hitting Albert Pujols. Fulmer comes to the plate. Line, well, fly ball to center field. Almora makes his way over to pull it in. Fulmer with 86 pitches so far. We'll let him start the 8th inning.
Strike 3, you're out.
And we'll get some guys up in the bullpen just in case he gets into any little trouble. Yelich comes to the plate with 2 outs. Hitting .297 on the season, 2 for 3 today with the lone RBI. Soft fly ball to center field. Pilar drifts in, makes the catch. That retires the side. Cincinnati gets Felipe Rivero up in the bullpen. Fulmer rocks and fires to the plate. Weak ground ball to second base to retire Gabby Sanchez. Cincinnati with a weak shift. Fulmer rocks and fires to the plate. Weak ground ball to Andrelton Simmons. He makes the play at first. And Barnes is retired. Fulmer with 90 pitches rocks and fires to the plate. Another ground ball to Andrelton Simmons. That ends the inning. Gomes is retired. Fulmer's managed to make it through 8 innings. Well, I think I've got a good ball club for this particular stadium. They're good defensively, and the pitching's good. It's actually probably better suited for this stadium than it is for Great American Ballpark. Great American Ballpark, I should probably be trying to stack up home run hitters. All right, Oscar Hernandez. Oscar Hernandez with the double to lead off the inning. You know, I really hope I can get some runs, score some runs here, and blow this thing open. Adrian Gonzalez at the plate. Nobody out. Oscar Hernandez at second base. Oh, they walked Gonzalez. Almora stands in. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. Smash to second base. And he grounds into the double play. Alright, Cincinnati gets Edwin Diaz up in the bullpen. If Profar gets on and they haven't scored the run from third base, I think I'll go ahead and pinch hit for Michael Fulmer. Profar is 0 for 3 on the day. Stands in with the runner at third base. Hard shot to left field. I don't think this one's coming back. Oh, it's a 3-run game now. Profar with the opposite field shot. 3-0 Reds. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and let Fulmer start the inning. We'll try to get him a complete game.
Strike 3, you're out.
Fulmer with 94 pitches. The infield shifts weakly. Fulmer rocks and fires to the plate. Ground ball to third base. Candelario on to first. And Pilar's retired. Third base sneaks in to guard against the bunt with Aoki. Fulmer rocks and fires to the plate. Weak fly ball to right field. Brinson gets under it, pulls it in. Infield shifts weakly for Josh Donaldson. Michael Fulmer comes to the plate. Hard hit ball to center field. Almora's moving back. Pulls it in on the track. And the Reds win 3-0. Fulmer pitches a gem. His second shutout of the year. He only had 3 Ks on the day, but he was efficient with his pitches. Thank you. That was a good pitching performance. Close game the whole way. I'm glad Profar hit that home run. It would have been might have been a little bit of a tight squeeze at the end there if he hadn't. All right, we'll finish today. I think I'll play one more game today. Right-hand pitcher Trevor Cahill. Profar's been playing very well lately. I guess I'm going to have to keep playing him. I wonder, Candelario, how's Candelario been doing? He's scuffling a little bit. I wonder if maybe I'll give him a day off and play Yandy Diaz at third base. Maybe move Profar up to second in the order. Lead off with Brinson. Let's see, Brinson. Move Carson Kelly up. We'll start the game. Lewis Brinson stands in. 257 on the season. Hitting off of Trevor Cahill, who has a 3.62 ERA and 37.1 innings pitched. Ground ball to second base. Jerko makes the routine play to first, and Brinson's retired. Profar takes a walk. Profar has above average speed at first base. They gotta look out for it. He might try to steal second. And he's in there. Runner in scoring position for Christian Yelich. Oh, and Yelich strikes out. 2 down, runner at second for Adrian Gonzalez. Gonzalez with the hard shot to left field, but Aoki's able to track it down. That retires the side. Infield shifts weakly for the leadoff hitter Kevin Pillar. Perdomo comes to the plate. Ground ball to short. Simmons makes the routine play to Gonzalez. And Pillar is retired. Infield puts the hard shift on for the pull hitter Matt Joyce. Perdomo rocks and fires to the plate. Hard shot to center field. Falls in front of Almora. Joyce digs in for second. And he gets himself a double. Runner at second base, 1 down, Josh Donaldson at the plate. Infield shifts weakly for the normal hitter Donaldson. Perdomo rocks and fires at the plate. And he walks Donaldson. Runners at first and second, 1 out for Jerko. Infield moves to double play depth. Perdomo checks the runners, comes home. Simmons flips it to Jurickson Profar at second base and on to Gonzalez for the twin killing to end the inning. Extreme ground ball pitcher Luis Perdomo gets him to ground into the double play. Carson Kelly stands in. 262 on the season. Hard shot down to third. But Donaldson fields it cleanly. Throws on to first to retire Kelly. Almora stands in at 250 on the season. Hard shot to right field. But Pierce is able to make the catch. Yandy Diaz stands in, struggling lately, with a .229 batting average. Hard shot out to short, but Diaz is able to make the leaping play to retire Diaz. Infield puts his hard shift on for the pull hitting Albert Pujols. Perdomo comes to the plate. Ground ball down to third. Diaz makes the routine play to first. Infield shifts weakly for the shortstop Diaz. Perdomo rocks and fires to the plate. Ground ball to third. Yandy Diaz makes the routine play to first. 2 down in the inning. Infield puts the hard shift on for the pull hitting Steve Pearce. Perdomo comes to the plate. Ground ball to the right side. Profar is able to range over to get it and throws out Pierce at first. That retires the side. It's 0-0 after 2. Perdomo stands in 0 for 6 on the season. Hits a weak ground ball out to second. Jerko makes a routine play to first to retire Perdomo. Simmons stands in 240 on the season. Ground ball out to short. Diaz makes a routine play to first, and Simmons is retired. Brinson stands in 255 on the season. He's been struggling lately.
Strike 3, you're out.
Doesn't seem to like the move to lead off and strikes out. Looks like they're going to need to move him back down in the order. Leadoff batter just doesn't suit him. All right. Infield shifts weakly for the catcher, Austin Barnes. Perdomo rocks and fires the plate. Yandy Diaz with the reaction to catch the line drive and retire Barnes. Nicasio is played straight up by the infield. Perdomo comes to plate. Ground ball to Yandy Diaz at third. Diaz is really getting a workout over there at third base. He seems to be making all the plays. Infield shifts weakly for the leadoff batter, Kevin Pillar. Perdomo rocks and fires to the plate. Grounder out to second base. Profar makes the routine play to first. And Pillar is retired. Still 0-0 after 3. Jurickson Profar stands in. 219 on the season. Weak ground ball out to short. Diaz makes the routine play to first, and Profar is retired. Yelich stands in 0 for 1 on the day, 293 on the season, and he draws a walk. It's been a low-scoring affair so far, so Yelich is going to try to produce a run by stealing second base. Oh. There goes Yelich for second. And they nail him at second, 2 down. Adrian Gonzalez is batting with 2 strikes and 2 outs. This is not a good situation for him. But he still managed to squeak one through the right side of the infield for a base hit. Runner at first for Carson Kelly, who's hitting .256 on the year.
Strike 3.
But Nicasio strikes him out. Alright, infield shifts for the pull hitting Matt Joyce. Perdomo comes to the plate. Fly ball to right field. Brinson moves over to make the catch. Weak shift left for the ever dangerous Josh Donaldson. Perdomo rocks and fires the plate. Ground ball to second base. Profar makes the play to first. And Donaldson is retired. Perdomo delivers to Jerko. Jerko with a looping liner to right field. It falls in front of Brinson. Jerko's on with a base hit. Infield shifts hard for the pull-hitting Pujols. Throw to first to check Jerko. Perdomo checks the runner, comes to the plate. Pujols with a hard smash down to first. Gonzalez handles it himself, and that retires the side. Almora stands in, 0 for 1 on the day, 248 on the season. Hard smash to right field. But Pierce is able to track it down. It's just a loud out for Albert Almora. Yandy Diaz with the weak ground ball back to the pitcher. Nicasio makes the routine play to first, and Yandy Diaz is retired. Perdomo 0 for 7 on the season, 0 for 1 on the day. Oh, and he hits a looping liner to center field that falls in front of Pilar. Perdomo out at first, Andrelton Simmons at the plate. And they do something crazy and put the hit and run on with the pitcher on. Andrelton Simmons with a smash up the middle. Perdomo goes first to third on the hit and run. And they got something cooking. First and third, 2 outs with Lewis Brinson at the plate. Brinson with the pop up to right field. Pierce is camping under it. And the Reds leave runners in scoring position yet again. Infield puts the weak shift on for the shortstop Diaz. Perdomo comes to the plate, strikes him out. Infield puts the hard shift on for the pull hitter Steve Pierce. Perdomo rocks and fires. Looping liner to left field. Yelich is able to hustle in and make the catch. Infield puts a weak shift on for Austin Barnes. Perdomo comes to the plate. Another looping liner out to left field. I don't think Yelich is going to catch up to this one, though. Barnes is on safely with a base hit. Gomes up. 2 down. Barnes at first. Infield puts the weak shift on. Perdomo throws to first to try to catch Barnes off the plate. Checks the runner, comes and throws to Gomes. Ground ball to short. Simmons takes the easy route to second, and the side is retired. Profar stands in. 215 on the season, 0 for 1 for the day. Pop up on the infield. Shortstop Diaz camps underneath it, puts it away for the out, 1 down. Yelich stands in, 0 for 1 on the day, 293 on the season. Hard smash back up the middle, but Pilar is able to track it down. 2 down. Great play by Pilar. Agon stands in, 1 for 2 on the day, 2 outs in the inning. Good contact back up the middle. Base hit for Adrian Gonzalez. Carson Kelly stands in, 2 outs. Gonzalez at first. Hits a fly ball out to right field. But Pierce is able to get under it and make the catch. Still 0-0 after 5.5. Infield puts a weak shift left on for Kevin Pilar. Perdomo comes to the plate. Hard grounder to short. Simmons makes the play to first. Pilar is out. Simmons makes that sort of thing look awful easy. Infield shifts hard for the pull hitting Matt Joyce. Perdomo rocks and fires to the plate. Weak grounder out in front of the plate. Carson Kelly comes out to field it and throws out Joyce at first. Donaldson comes to the plate. Infield puts a weak shift on. Perdomo delivers. Hard hit ball to right field. That might be out of here. No. Brinson catches it on the warning track. That probably would have been a home run anywhere else. Bad luck for Josh Donaldson there. Almora stands in. 0 for 2 on the day. He sneaks the ball past the first baseman. Oh, he's on his way to third. That's a triple. Almora's on third base. Nobody out. Yandy Diaz at the plate. 0 for 2 on the day. Struggling this season, but he draws a walk. Now I have a decision to make. It's a low-scoring game. Perdomo is pitching very well. But I'm going to go ahead and get... I'm going to get Rivero up in the bullpen. These are right-handers, but Rivero is one of the best pitchers in the league. So I'll take my chances. And we'll pinch hit with Kendrys Morales. We'll try to get this win for Perdomo. Kendrys Morales stands in. Oh, he hits it past the third baseman with the infield drawn in. Almora scores from third. Runners at first and second. And we've taken the lead 1-0. Andrelton Simmons at the plate. Strikes out. 1 down. Runners at first and second for Lewis Brinson. Chamberlain strikes out Brinson. Runners at first and second for Jurickson Profar. Hopefully the Reds can squeak one more run out of this. Profar with a smash up in the right center. He's in there safely with a double. Yandy Diaz scores. Morales third. Runners at second and third for Christian Yelich. Yelich stands in. Hard smash past the first base line. Down the first base line. Profar's rounding third. He's going to challenge the right fielder's arm, and he's out. But the Reds are up 3-0. And Rivera's in the game. He's pitching to the middle of the lineup. Hopefully, he can have a 1-2-3 inning here. And maybe even pitch the next inning. Delivers to Jerko. Infield has a weak shift on. Ground ball to Simmons. Makes a routine play to first. Hard shift on for the pull-hitting Pujols. Rivero comes to the plate. Oh, he walks Pujols. Diaz stands in. Infield moves to double play depth. Rivero throws over to first. Oh, he tries to throw over to first. There we go. Keep Pujols honest. Checks the runner Pujols. Comes to the plate. Diaz with a hard smash. Up the gap. For a base hit. They're playing station to station though. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. And the Reds bullpen gets active. Runners at first and second. Stream pull hitter Steve Pearce. They put a hard shift on for Pearce. Rivero comes to the plate. One down.
Strike 3.
Strikes out Pierce. They put the weak shift on for the right-handed batting catcher Austin Barnes. Rivero rocks and fires to the plate. Hard ground ball past third base. Runner tries to score, but Yelich nails him at the plate. Reds are still up 3-0. The bullpen's ready. Doesn't look like Rivero's got his best stuff today, so we're going to go ahead and we're not going to let him pitch that 8th inning like we originally planned. Gonzalez stands in. Nobody out. Weak ground ball to right or to second base. Jerko makes the routine play to retire Gonzalez. Kelly stands in.
You're out.
0 for 3 on a day. Strikes out 0 for 4. Almora 1 for 3 on the day with a triple. Oh, that's a hard smash to right field. But Pierce is able to chase it down. Oh no. I forgot to get the we'll sneak the third baseman in on Nori Aoki. We'll let Rivero pitch to the left-hand batter. Hard smash past the third baseman. Aoki's in there with a double. Jonathan Holder's ready. Let's see. All right. We're going to drop Tyler Goodell in the pitcher spot. Have him play right field. We'll move Brinson to center and drop Jonathan Holder in Albert Almora's spot in the lineup for the double switch. Oh. Runner at second base. They put a weak shift on. Hard shot to left field that falls in front of Yelich. Still nobody out. Runners at first and third. Infield puts a hard shift on for the extreme pull hitter Matt Joyce. Holder checks the runners. Comes to the plate. Weak ground ball to second. They're able to get the lead runner. Well, the lead runner scores. Runner from first is out. One down. They're not able to complete the double play, though. Infield moves to double play depth with Josh Donaldson at the plate. Holder throws to first. Try to catch the runner napping. Roxon fires to Donaldson. Donaldson hits it past the first baseman. But they're able to keep the runners at first and second. Still only one out. Jerko at the plate. You get Edwin Diaz up in the bullpen. I think I should have used him in high leverage here. Alright, infield moves to double play depth. Runners at first and second. Holder checks the runners, comes to the plate. Jerko with a hard smash to third. Yandy Diaz held it just a little bit too long. And the bases are loaded with one out for Albert Pujols. Go visit the mound. Bobby Wall's ready. Honestly, I think I'm going to go ahead and put Bobby Wall in. I don't think Jonathan Holder's got it today. Base is juiced for Albert Pujols. They put the shift on for him. Check the runners, come to the plate. Ground ball. Simmons took that play. Did that play all by himself. Goes to the bag, throws to first for the 5-1 double play. Way to end the inning. Alright, Edwin Diaz is ready. We'll set him back down, get him up with 2 outs. Yandy Diaz steps in. Weak grounder back to the pitcher, and he's retired. Tyler Goeddel steps up. Strike 3 to Goeddel. Sets him down. Simmons, 1 for 3 on the day. Hard smash back up the middle. That's a single for Simmons. 2 for 4 on the day now. Runner at first for Brinson, who's been struggling mildly since the move to lead off. Oh, hard smash to right field. That's going to drop in front of Pierce. Runners at first and third for Jerks and Profar. Profar stands in, 1 for 3 on the day with an RBI. Hard smash up the gap in right center. 2 runs will score. Profar makes his way to second base for a double. It's now 5-1. And it doesn't look like we're going to need Edwin Diaz next inning. Runner at second base for Christian Yelich, 2 down. Fly ball to center field. Pilar camps under it, puts it away for the out. But it's now 5-1 Reds. Bobby Wall, with only 3 pitches so far, comes in to start the 9th inning. There's a weak shift in the infield for Diaz. Wall rocks and fires to the plate. Hard smash to short. Simmons makes the routine play to first to retire Diaz. Infield shifts weakly for the right-handed batting Steve Pierce. Oh, he smashes it past the third baseman Diaz. He's in there safely at second with a double. Cincinnati wastes no time, gets Edwin Diaz warming up in the bullpen. Runner at second, 1 out for Austin Barnes. Infield shifts weakly. Bobby Wall delivers to the plate.
Strike 3.
Strikes out Barnes for 2 down. Gabby Sanchez stands in. Infield shifts weakly. Bobby Wall delivers. And he hits Sanchez. Runners at first and second for Kevin Pilar. We're starting to get into the meat of the order again. So this will probably be the last batter for Bobby Wall. If he can't get Pilar here, Edwin Diaz will be coming into the game. Wall checks the runners, rocks and fires. Looping liner to left. Yelich makes the play to end the inning and end the game. Cincinnati wins 5-1. Alright, it was a good game for, yeah, I was kind of back and forth there for a little bit. I had a little bit of a losing streak, but I think the team's really starting to gel now. And Profar, Yandy Diaz has not been playing particularly well. Since I put Profar in at second base again, he's been hitting like crazy. He was down like 175, and now he's up to 235. So yeah, the team's gelling. Catcher's kind of dropping off. Oscar Hernandez was killing it, but he's not hitting like he was, and Kelly's definitely not the hitter that Hernandez is. The pitching's been awesome. What job? Let's see. Oh, you mean Profar. Perdomo, actually Perdomo took John Gray's spot in the rotation. He's 2-0 so far. Although Gray, well, he had one really good start and then one rough start down at AAA. So we'll see how things go for him. I guess I can always use him as depth. But Profar, yeah, Profar wants the job at second base, I think. Wait, where's he at? Yeah, as long as he's hot, I'm going to play him. Yandy Diaz has negative WAR on the season. He's supposed to have good contact, good gap power, and a good eye. So he's supposed to be about 280 hitter and have probably about a 350 on base percentage, but that just hasn't been the case. So I'm more than happy to play Profar. Profar's got a positive zone rating at second. His range factor's high, and his efficiency's really good. He's a really good second baseman. So if he hits, it's probably better to play him there. Meanwhile, Yandy Diaz has a negative zone rating at second. His efficiency's low. Although this is not his, that's not his native position. He's normally a third baseman. I just kind of shifted in there. I was hoping he could learn the position. But Profar is more natural for it. But heck, I might as well finish the series against San Francisco. What's one more game? Garza's starting. We'll get Profar in at second base. I'm going to keep Profar up in the second slot in the order. I'm going to keep leading off Brinson for the meantime. I'll see if he, kind of adapts to it. If he doesn't, we'll move him back down in the order. But that looks like a good lineup there. I might move Gonzalez and Candelario up. Hernandez is not hitting. These look like beastly numbers, but he's not hitting like this anymore, really. All right. Brinson stands in, 254 on the season. Facing off against Matt Garza with a 3.03 ERA and a 3-1 record so far in 2017. Brinson digs in. Fly ball to right center field, but Pilar tracks it down. Profar in at 235 on the season. Weak ground ball to second base. Jerko makes the routine play to first. Yelich stands in, 293 on the season. Works a walk from Garza. 2 down, Yelich at first. Gets the sign to steal, but doesn't like what he sees. Adrian Gonzalez down 1 strike. We'll have him swing away. Grounds to second base. Jerko makes a routine play to first. Gonzalez is retired, and so are the Reds. Infield shifts weakly for the leadoff hitter, Kevin Pillar. Skaggs delivers to the plate. Looping liner to left field. Yelich moves in to make the catch. Infield shifts for the pull hitter, Steve Pearce. Skaggs delivers. Line shot to left field. Yelich moves in to make the play. Diving catch. Infield shifts weakly for Josh Donaldson, who apparently eats up left-handed pitching. Skaggs delivers. And Donaldson works a walk. Infield shifts weakly for Jerko. Skaggs moves to first to try to pick off Donaldson. Skaggs checks the runner, comes to the plate. Jerko hits it the other way to right field. Oh! Donaldson tries to make his way to third, and Brinson nails him. That was a gun from right field. Candelario stands in, 287 on the season, but struggling mightily lately. Works a walk from Garza to lead off the inning. Nobody out. Runner at first for Oscar Hernandez. Hernandez with a hard shot down the left field line. Unfortunately, Candelario is only able to get to second base on it. Runners at first and second. Nobody out for Albert Almora. Almora is a good contact hitter that doesn't strike out much. So the manager puts on the hit and run sign. Hard shot off the wall in right field. Almora clears the bases with a double. 2-run score. Oh, the manager feels smart after making that move. Of course, Almora could have swung and missed and everybody could have been thrown out. When it works, you feel smart, though. Oh. Skaggs tries to put the bunt down. And Almora is thrown out at third base. Simmons stands in, 1 out, runner at first. Weak grounder to third. The runner Skaggs moves up to second base. And they make the routine play to first. Brinson works a walk off of Garza. Runners at first and second with 2 outs for Jerks and Profar. Profar with a shot up the middle. Skaggs is able to make his way home. Runners at first and second, 2 outs for Christian Yelich. It's now 3-0 Reds. Yelich works a walk off of Garza. Garza must be a little wild today. That's 4 walks on the day, no strikeouts. Not a good day for Garza so far. Gonzalez stands in with the bases juiced and 2 outs. Weak grounder to second base. Jerko makes the routine play to first, and that retires the side. Infield puts the weak shift on for Diaz. Skaggs comes to the plate. Looping liner to center. Almora tracks it down. Infield puts the hard shift on for Albert Pujols. Skaggs rocks and fires the plate. Pujols with a fly ball left field. Yelich gets under it and puts it away. Infield with a hard shift right. for the pull hitter, Matt Joyce. Skaggs comes to the plate, and Joyce is able to work a walk. Infield with the weak shift on Martin Maldonado. Skaggs checks the runner at first, comes to the plate, and Profar makes the routine play to first base to retire Maldonado. Candelario stands in, 287 on the season. Hard smash to short. Diaz makes the routine play to first to retire Candelario. Hernandez stands in, 330 on the season, 1-for-1 today. Weak grounder to second. Jerko makes the routine play to first to retire Hernandez. Albert Almora, 1-for-1 on the day with 2 RBIs. Ties into another one through the right side of the infield. Base hit for Albert Almora. Tyler Skaggs up with 2 outs. Almora at first. Skaggs strikes out to end the inning. Infield shifts for the pull hitting Matt Garza. Skaggs delivers to the plate. Strike 3. He strikes out his opposite number, Matt Garza. That's his first strikeout of the day. Infield puts a weak shift on for the leadoff hitter, Kevin Pillar. Pillar with a weak grounder out in front of the plate. Skaggs fields it and makes the routine play to first to retire Pillar. Infield puts the weak shift on for... puts the shift on for Steve Pearce. Skaggs rocks and fires the plate. Pearce ties into one. That might be out of here, and it is. Pearce took Skaggs deep. It's now 3-1 Cincinnati. Infield puts the weak shift on for Josh Donaldson. Skaggs rocks and fires the plate. Hard grounder to the short. Simmons makes the routine play to first, and Donaldson is retired. Andrelton Simmons stands in, 0-for-1 on the day, 246 on the season. Line drive to left field. Joyce pulls it in. He hit it hard, but he hit it right at Joyce. Brinson stands in. Weak ground ball to second. Jerko makes the routine play to first, and Brinson is retired. I guess the leadoff spot just does not suit Lewis Brinson. Profar stands in. 243 on the season. Recently batting as low as 175. He's been on a tear lately. Profar swings away. Weak grounder back to the pitcher. Garza fields it. Throws to first to retire Profar. Weak shift for Jerko. Skaggs delivers. Grounder back to second. Profar throws to first to retire Jerko. Weak shift on for the shortstop Diaz. Skaggs delivers to the plate. Diaz with a fly ball to left. Yelich camps under it and puts it away. Infield with a hard shift for the pull hitting Albert Pujols. Skaggs rocks and fires the plate. Ground ball to third base. Candelario makes the routine play to first to retire Pujols. Yelich stands in. 0-for-0 on the day with a walk. 293 on the season. To face off against a new pitcher, Jairo Diaz. Looping liner to right. But Pearce is able to pull it in. Gonzalez stands in. 0-for-2 on the day. Hard shot to right field that'll fall in front of Pierce for a base hit. Runner at first. 1 out for Candelario. Candelario with a ground ball to second base. Jerko to Diaz. To Pujols. That's a twin killing, and that ends the inning. Infield puts the shift on for the pull hitting Matt Joyce. Skaggs delivers to the plate. And Joyce works a walk. Infield plays at double play depth. Skaggs throws to first. Oh, and he picks off Joyce. 1 down. Infield shifts weakly for the right-handed batting catcher Martin Maldonado. Skaggs delivers. It's a hard shot back up the middle. Base hit for Maldonado. Runner at first, 1 out. For the pitcher, Diaz. Infield plays at double play depth. Skaggs throws to first to check Maldonado. Delivers to the plate. Diaz is able to successfully bunt the runner over to second. Runner at second, 2 outs for Kevin Pillar. Infield puts the weak shift on. Skaggs delivers to the plate. Fly ball out to center field. Oh. Almora drops it. Pillar gets a double out of the play. And San Francisco scores a run. Looks like the Reds need to get somebody up in the bullpen. Skaggs is pitching decently, but he obviously does not have his good stuff today. Infield shifts hard for the pull hitter Steve Pierce. Skaggs checks the runner and throws it's a pass ball for Oscar Hernandez. Runners at third, 2 down. Steve Pierce still at the plate. Skaggs throws to third. Pillar's back in time. Skaggs checks the runner. And throws a wild pitch. It's now 3-3. Skaggs needs to get out of the inning. Throws home. Yelich is able to make the play on a ball hit to deep left center field. A lesser left fielder might not have made that play. All right. Coda Glover's ready. Skaggs is up third this inning. I think we'll go ahead and pinch hit for the pitcher Skaggs. Hard shot to center field by Almora, but Pillar is able to track it down. Kendrys Morales will stand in for Tyler Skaggs. Diaz delivers. Morales hits it to left field. He's digging for second. Oh! He gets cut down at second base. I can't complain though. Morales was trying to be aggressive and get into scoring position with 2 outs. He made him make a play, and he made the play. Alright, weak shift for Donaldson. Coda Glover strikes him out. Jerko stands in. Infield with the weak shift. Coda Glover rocks and fires. Jerko with a hard smash to left center field, but Yelich is able to track it down. Infield puts the weak shift on for the shortstop Diaz. Glover delivers to the plate. Looper out to short left, and Simmons is able to squeeze it and end the inning. Simmons leading off the inning. Hard smash back up the middle. Base hit for Simmons. Runner at first, nobody out. Brinson stands in. He's able to coax a walk. Runners at first and second, nobody out for Jerks and Profar. 1 for 3 on the day with an RBI. He's been on fire lately. He's able to work a walk off of Otero. Bases loaded, nobody out for Christian Yelich. I like my chances here. Oh, and Yelich goes down on strikes. All right, bases juiced for Adrian Gonzalez. Hard shot to second base. Jerko takes the play at the plate, cuts down the lead runner. Bases are still loaded, 2 outs. Candelario up with the bases loaded. Infield returns to regular depth. And he flies out to right field. Pierce pulls it in to win the inning. They put a hard shift on for Albert Pujols. Pujols with a hard smash down the third. Candelario is able to make the play. I think the shift helped out quite a bit on that one. Infield puts a hard shift on for the pull hitting Matt Joyce. Coda Glover delivers the plate. Hard smash to center field. Almore is able to track it down. 2 down in the inning. The catcher, Martin Maldonado, up. Infield puts a weak shift on. Coda Glover delivers to the plate. Strikes out Maldonado to end the inning. Still 3-3 after 7. Coda Glover is pitching strong after 2 innings, only 17 pitches. But he comes up third this inning, so I'm going to get a pitcher up with 1 out here. All right. All right, Felipe Rivera's up in the bullpen. Almora stands in. 2 for 3 on the day with 2 RBIs. Oh, he's 3 for 4 on the day. Right-hand pitcher Zach Putnam in. Let's see. I think I'm going to have Yandy Diaz come in off the bench to pinch hit, although he's right-handed. I think he has a better chance than Freeman does there. 1 out, runner at first for Yandy Diaz. Yandy Diaz with a deep fly ball. But it's a long, loud out. Or long, loud strike. 1 and 2. Almore at first.
Strike 3.
And Yandy Diaz strikes out. Alright. Oh, Rivera's not quite ready. Andrelton Simmons stands in with the runner at first. Fly ball to left field. But Joyce is able to track it down. That ends the inning. Rivero's warm. We'll get him in the game. And I think we'll get, let's see, we'll get Altavia ready just in case Rivero runs into trouble. Although I don't see that happening. Infield puts a weak shift on. Rivero delivers to the plate. Ground ball to third. Candelario makes the routine play. And Sanchez is retired. Infield puts the weak shift on for the leadoff hitter Kevin Pillar. Rivero rocks and fires. Hard shot to left field. Yelich ranges over to make the catch. Infield shifts hard for the pull hitter Steve Pearce. Rivero delivers to the plate. Pearce with a pop-up to the right side of the infield. Profar camps underneath it. Makes the catch, and that retires the side. Brinson stands in 0 for 2 on the day with at least one walk.
Strike 3.
But he strikes out here against Steve Cishek. Profar 1 for 3 on the day with an RBI. Manages to work a walk. Yelich stands in, 1 out. Martin Maldonado has an incredible arm, so I think I'm going to play station to station. Ground ball. Can Yelich hustle down the line? All right. Yelich at first with 2 outs. Gonzalez at the plate. Fly ball to right field. Pearce is able to camp under it and put it away. All right, we're going to let Felipe Rivero pitch another inning here. Weak shift on for the batter Josh Donaldson. Donaldson with a hard shot to first. He's retired. Infield with a weak shift for Jericho. Felipe Rivero rocks and fires. Jericho with the looper. Out to second. Profar is able to catch it and retire Jericho. 2 down in the inning. For the shortstop Diaz. Rivero delivers. Oh. Simmons, I think that's his first error of the year. First error of the year for Andrelton Simmons. That's amazing that a shortstop can get this far into the season without making an error. All right. Infield shifts hard for the pull hitter Albert Pujols. Rivero checks the runner. Pujols with a pop-up. Out to short center. Profar gets under it, makes a catch, and retires the side. All right. That's probably the last inning for Rivero. He's got 24 pitches. We'll probably get somebody else up here. Hernandez with a hard smash down to third base. Donaldson's only plays to first. Candelario moves up to second base. More at the plate, 1 out, runner at second. And the Reds get Edwin Diaz and Jonathan Holder up in their bullpen. Now Morris stands in. He's 3 for 4 on the day with 2 RBIs. Ducks on the pond again. Wild pitch moves Candelario up. Hopefully Almora can hit a fly ball here. Hard smash to the right side of the infield. That's a base hit. Candelario scores from third. Almora's on at first. And the Reds have taken a 4-3 lead. Right-handed pitcher Steve Cishek. So we'll pinch hit with Mike Freeman here. The runner at first. One down. Freeman with a hard smash to third base. Donaldson's only plays to first. But Freeman beats it out for an infield hit. Runners at first and second with only one down. Andrelton Simmons up. Good contact hitter with low chance to strike out. The crazy manager is going to hit and run. Hard smash to center field. I don't know that this really does much for me. I'm not going to do it. He might have been able to make it. I suppose he could have scored on a wild pitch, but you don't make that third out at third base. It's kind of silly. Brinson with a pop out to right field. Pierce is able to snag it. That's 3 down. But Edwin Diaz is ready in the bullpen. Hopefully to close it down. Infield puts the weak shift on for the normal hitting Johnny Gomes. Weak grounder back to the pitcher. Diaz throws over to first and retires Johnny Gomes. Yeah, I mean, I guess a lot of it's luck. You know, I can't say it's all. I think I am making good decisions, but I don't think it's all. There's a lot of luck involved with this game. Utley hits a fly ball to center field. Almora camps under it, puts it away. The Reds win the series. Edwin Diaz closes out the game for a save. Almora had a huge game. Skaggs didn't really have good stuff today, as evidenced by 3 walks and 1 strikeout. But the bullpen was lights out again. The bullpen's awesome. I mean, starting pitching is really good, but the bullpen is lights out awesome. Alright. I think that's where I will call it quits for the day. I just wanted to finish out the series against San Francisco. Thank you for watching.